Welcome back to Studio Chatter. Few people can make painting a profession, but our next guest is an exception. Welcome Katie Garner to our table.
Thank you.
Katie.
Welcome.
Hi.
Oh, we can't wait to talk to you. Like, you're amazing.
Thank you.
You are fantastic. Wow. I mean, we were just barely looking at some of your art pieces, but tell us a little bit about who you are as a person, I guess, or artist.
I don't know how to differentiate the two.
Yes, right.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm a mom of 7.
Wow.
I had my last baby.
She's just right up here then.
6 months ago.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, and I'm married. I've been married to my husband for 16 years.
Okay.
Oh my wow.
If
Do
I
you
got
live
that
in Spanish
wrong,
Fort?
He's gonna laugh at me. Oh, I think it's 17 years.
Yes.
That'll make the men in the world feel
yeah,
better.
Oh yeah, it will. It'll make him feel better.
Yeah. And you live in Spanish Fort?
Yeah, I live in Spanish Fort.
Okay.
And how long have you been an artist? Like, since
So-
you can remember? Or?
That's an interesting question. I've been an artist for as long as I can remember, but I didn't paint for about 10 or 12 years after I became a mom.
Oh.
Maybe one painting a year, if
That's still a lot,
right?
isn't it? Or no?
Well, not for me.
Okay, like one painting
So
a
like
year.
in high school,
No,
growing up, like
but
you
I
painted
always,
and
I
enjoyed
always
it.
drew. I started painting my senior year.
Okay.
My mom always encouraged art. She was an artist, but she never pursued a career in it.
Oh.
And so she loved that I loved art, and like Christmas was all about what kind of art supplies am I going to get for Christmas.
See, and as a child, I would have even known that. I
Oh
would
my
have cried
gosh.
because I can't.
That's what
do
I was so
anything.
excited
Oh.
for. Boxes full of colored pencils and paints and
My grandkids are loving that right now.
new
Yes.
sketchbooks. That was my favorite Christmas
And
gift.
so what transitioned into like?
So, so when I started majoring in art in college,
Okay.
and then I got one semester into my art major and became pregnant with my daughter and decided to just focus on being a mom. And then I had 5 children really fast. So I had 5 children in 8 years, and didn't feel like I could pursue art at that time.
Right.
But I always knew it was what I was going to do. I never felt like I could. And then I was actually in a group mentoring program, and I set a goal, a financial goal, to make a certain amount of money in 30 days. And I was pursuing a different path, trying to make that money.
Oh.
And halfway through the month, I was supposed to have an action step every day, right? And I was sitting on the edge of my bed, and I'm looking at my notebook, trying to think of a new action step, and I felt like I'd exhausted everything on the path I was on, and had no results that month. And so as I was sitting there trying to think of my next action step, this little voice, which I now know I guess was myself, my inner child or something, I just heard this little voice that said, I just want to paint. And I was like, you're right, I do. I just want to paint. And so,
That was the action step.
And so, yeah, and so I thought, all right, well, maybe I could. I had painted a mural for my brother at one of his dental offices before, and so I thought, maybe if I just made some flyers, people would think I was a professional, and I could go give these flyers out at doctor's offices or something and see if I could get a mural job. And if I could do that, then I could make my financial goal in the next 2 weeks.
Oh wow, you're like.
I had 2 weeks left of
Quick
my
financial
of my
goal, right?
30-day goal, right? And so I actually, at first, I thought, really, could I actually do this? Like 5 kids, and they're all little. My youngest was 3 at the time, and I didn't know if I had like permission to do it. And so I said a prayer and just asked, is it okay for me to start painting now? Like, is this okay? And not only was the answer yes, but the answer was yes, and it's time to get serious about it. And I was like, hallelujah. This is like the best answer to prayer I've ever received. So I did, and I made my goal. I got a mural job, and I painted it in the Parade of Homes.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow,
So
that's
I
an
was like,
amazing
if that's
job.
not a sign that I'm on the right path, I don't know what is. So
Wow.
And how long ago was that?
that would have been 4 years ago.
Okay.
Almost 5.
Did you ever, like maybe in the children's rooms, did you ever doodle around or?
Not on the walls.
No, not on the
I
walls.
never did. It was a new concept to me when my brother asked me to paint a mural in his dental office.
All
To
right.
like, well, I guess I can paint on a canvas. I could paint on a wall. Sure.
So do you still do murals, or are you more canvas now?
I'm more canvas now,
Okay.
but I do them when people ask if I
Okay.
can. That's harder for me to do because I have 2 babies now. So now I have an almost 2-year-old and a 6-month-old.
Oh.
And so it's harder to get out of the house for
Yeah.
long periods of time like that. Wow. So, and my true passion is figurative portraiture, fine art.
Okay, let's
oil
talk about your
painting.
art.
So,
So let's bring up the one where, is it a baby being handed through
The
the
mother
veil?
to mother,
Yes.
is that
Yeah,
the name
it's
of
called
the
Mother to Mother.
Tell us
yes.
about that one.
So that one came to fruition. Well, the idea for it came to fruition while I was pregnant with my 6th.
Okay.
And I was thinking, if I were to represent birth in one symbolic image, what would it be? And so that was on my mind that I was pondering on. And it was also during a time where I was studying as much as I could, and I was really hungry to find information about Heavenly Mother. And so those 2 concepts just kind of merged together.
Wow, that is like
That
making
is-
me, wow.
I realized in studying about the role of women and what I'd experienced as a woman, as a mother, and the things that only women get to experience, that Heavenly Mother must be very involved in those things. And that would include birth. And so the idea came to me to show Heavenly Mother handing the baby to its earthly mother.
Wow.
It really impacted me because I think we saw some of your work before, and I had just lost my mother, and she had talked before because I had 2 grandbabies on the way that she said, I want to be here for them. And I said, well, Mom, you may be the one to be sending them down. So that was super impactful to me because I pictured her the one sending them to us.
And that's
So I love
that's
art
been
for
one
that
of my
reason.
favorite things about this painting is it's meant something different to a lot of people, and
Did
it's
you
been
see
able
that
to speak
coming?
to them. I did not see that coming. No.
You figured
fact-
your interpretation would be
Yeah,
the
I
one.
couldn't see any other thing because that's what it was to me.
Right.
But as I finished it, I realized that it could also be interpreted as handing the baby back through the veil, and that did come to me. But then, after it got posted and shared several times, and people started giving feedback, they started sharing stories like that, or adoption stories in other ways that they felt like this piece spoke to them. So it's been really fun to see
It's
that.
a powerful picture.
It is. What
It
is one
really
of your
is.
favorite pictures or
That's
pieces
a
of
hard
art?
one.
Yeah. Or a highlight one that stands
like
out.
Always the one that's on my easel right now.
Oh, really?
Because the ones that I already did, I finished those, and now I'm really excited
So what
about
are you
Right.
doing right now
Yes.
then? Tell us.
Ooh, so nobody knows this, but I am working on one right now that is, it's a Bible story, but I'm bringing it to make it applicable to modern women. So
Okay.
the
Ooh,
story,
I like it.
the story of the woman with an issue of blood that touched Christ's robe
Oh,
and
okay.
was healed.
Love that story.
I'm working on painting a modern woman in jeans touching Christ's robe
Oh, okay.
and
Oh,
accessing that power as a woman.
that is powerful.
It's all very powerful. I have chills. from
Wow.
the stories with all of them.
So I want to ask, where do you paint? Do you have a studio at home?
A good
or
question.
Do you,
I have a studio,
that maybe a child also has a crib in that studio?
just about.
And there may be some trains and stuffed animals?
I can't do that because they would get into my paints. So in my front room, you walk in my front door, and you know there's supposed to be that nice sitting room area in the front of the house.
Are they really, though? It's supposed to be
That's my
that
art
nice.
studio.
Awesome, though, but it's yours.
It's mine, and nothing else is in there except for half of the room is the kids. That's where everybody's coats and shoes and backpacks
Oh,
go.
okay.
And then I actually, you know those toddler fences that you can get and,
Yes.
and set up?
Yes.
I set one around me.
Oh, okay. My daughter has one of those.
I love just
So
picturing
the
this.
babies can't get in. So there's all the kids' stuff, and then there's a fence and all my art.
They can just watch you from the fence.
So then you see your work, and it's this beautiful, touching things, and it's like this woman creates this in chaos.
Right.
And that's
how
how we
Don't
are.
touch
absolutely.
mommy's
It
easel.
is
No.
so chaotic.
Okay, so where can people purchase
Yeah.
these or view them?
On my website,
Okay.
katiegarnerart.com.
And you just get the image, and then you can just go have it professionally framed, or do you? I'm assuming you don't frame things,
I
right?
don't frame things,
Okay.
no.
And
So-
all different sizes, like small, like big, or
Depends on the image, yeah. Different
Oh, okay.
sizes. Most of them are canvas prints. The mother to mother just comes in canvas prints of varying sizes. So.
It's such a
you may.
I may
you
need
have
that.
Mother's Day
Yep.
coming up for
I
some
know.
girls. Oh,
Yep.
Thank you for
Love that.
coming.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
This was
Thanks
a
for
good
having me.
conversation.
And sharing your story. I love the story.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. Keep it up.
Thank
Follow
you.
your
Yep.
dreams. Yep.
Thank you.
Coming up next on Studio Chatter, it's getting closer. Spring is coming. Stay with us.